Hi, I'm Andy Alloway, the owner of Nebraska Realty. The real estate market in the first quarter of 2021 across Nebraska and southwest Iowa continued to be white hot, characterized by really high buyer demand, critically low inventory, a lack and inability really to put a more affordable new construction into the market because of high commodity prices, labor shortages, and cost to develop land. Interest rates continue to be historically low. We've got generational dynamics like millennials that are the largest consumer purchasing group right now who've entered the real estate market in mass, not only as first-time buyers, but also move-up buyers. And then we've got baby boomers seeking to downsize and investors. Investors are taking advantage of the dynamics. So we've got all these people that the real estate market has become very attractive to for various reasons. And then COVID comes along and it kind of even exacerbated it in that, people said, hey, I'm looking for more space. It's time to make a move. Or the real estate market's really good. There's double digit appreciation. Now is the time to sell. Or maybe somebody says it's time to get out of the apartment and plant my flag and take advantage of some of the benefits of home ownership. So the real estate market continues to be very, very hot and dynamic. So let's take a look at some of the first quarter stats here. In the first quarter, you can see active listings were down. This is the biggest problem. So we're down 52% year over year from last year. And that's from March, but in general, on average, they were down about 50%. That's critically low. We've got less than 1,500 homes on the market between Omaha and Lincoln. A balanced market would be right around probably 3,500 to 4,000 homes. So you can see that's driving prices up substantially and make it frustrating for a lot of buyers that are writing offers. As we look at the pending contracts in March, they were only down about 1.6% year over year, but pre-COVID last year, January, February, March, it was a very strong beginning to the first year, and we are down a little bit, but that is really just a characterization of the lack of inventory. If we had more homes to sell, the demand is there, and in most cases, it is multiple offer situations on properties, and in many cases, it's properties are going above list price, so the demand is there. Contracts pending are down, but that's not indicative of the lack of demand. In the monthly transactions, the closed transactions, March was down about 5% year over year, but up from 2019. Again, this is a reflection of two things. Really, February, the weather was extremely bad as it was compared to the last 2 years, but also just, again, the lack of inventory and homes to be sold out there. First quarter transactions by price range. To me, this is very interesting because about 50%, a little over 50% of homes in the Omaha and Lincoln area sold under $250,000. That has historically been, up until the last couple of years, about 75% plus homes have sold under $250,000. So you can see where the 250 to 500 has really, where that might have been about 25% in past years. Now it's really starting to take a bigger share of that pie as prices appreciate at record levels here in our area. And also, call the $500,000 and above price. It's about 6% of our sales in the first quarter. That historically has been about 2.5% of sales. So as prices again continue to appreciate, we're seeing more property sales, not only because of that, but also more demand in that luxury market as well. When you look at absorption rates, this basically tells us the amount of inventory that we have on the market. So if you look at March of this year, we've got overall across all price ranges, we have less than 1 month's worth of inventory. Specifically, if something was under $250,000, we have about 2 weeks. And so again, what we've seen with our realtors here in helping clients, it is very competitive in these situations and trying to get somebody a home. So working very hard to do that, but continue. This is a good time to think about putting your home on the market if it's something that you've been thinking about for a while now. And even in the luxury market, where it used to be about 7, 8, 9, 10 months plus on the 500,000 and above, we're looking at about 3.5 months worth of inventory. So again, very, very low. Good time to put that home on the market. As a volume, percentage of volume, you can see new construction there. 220 million of new construction closed in the first quarter. Almost $1 billion in residential real estate overall, so a very strong first quarter. Again, that's price appreciation is driving that. And then you take a look at the average and median prices of both new construction and existing inventory or existing homes in the first quarter. The average price of a new construction home was over $370,000 in the first quarter. And you look back just a few years ago, just 3 years ago to 2018, that's a $50,000 average increase in that price. So, in some cases it's good. In some cases now we're starting to affect affordability. It's a good thing that interest rates are still at historically lows at around 3. As those go up, that affordability will continue to erode. So these are some problems that you can kind of see on the horizon, but we need more affordable new construction options, and those are things that we're working on right now to bring to market. Also, just an existing home average, $242,000. You look back just 3 years ago, that's a $45,000 increase in an existing home. So again, if it's something that you've been considering selling, then maybe it's time to put your home on the market. Some people have concerns about where am I going to go if I do that, and some people are choosing to build, and a lot of people that we talked to recently, they're choosing to make an interim move as well if they can't find the right home for them. So there are some options there. And the last thing I want to look at is just the average and median days on market. 3. The median days on market is 3, and that's probably high. I think in some price ranges, in some areas, we're averaging the days on market to be hours on market and how many offers are got. So, again, it's the real estate market continues to be very dynamic, very challenging, but we would love to help you navigate through this. Give us a call. We'll have one of our realtors kind of walk you through the process, whether that's buy or sell. Maybe you can get more for your home than you thought, or maybe if you're a buyer and you're kind of concerned about these dynamics, what can we do to best to position ourselves to get our offer accepted and find that right home for us. So appreciate you watching today, and have a great day.